What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. I have an exciting video. I had an opportunity to talk with a young man who lost 200 pounds. I'm super proud of him. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. His Instagram information will be in the description below. And before we get into the interview, I created a video that I'm gonna call the most powerful piece of content I ever created about the weight loss process. It gives you the 3 steps that I took to lose 140 pounds. It's the most value-packed video I have ever created, and it was so value-packed that I didn't want to put it on YouTube because I knew it was going to be underappreciated. The link to that video is in the description below. I know we're in our zones right now. We're fired up. We're trying to get ready for summer 2020. I think I'm about to bring back thought season. You feel me? Check that video out. Leave the video a thumbs up right now in advance. Shout out to the Brix squad. I love you guys. Without further ado, let's jump right into this interview. So how much weight did you lose?
Over 200 pounds, like 210 right now. Yeah. Yes, sir.
200 pounds.
Yeah, 100%.
Like what made you? What made the light bulb go off for you? Like, because you had to be a madman. You had to
100%.
To lose 200 pounds. Yeah. You had to be out your mind. So what was it?
Just my obsession with it, man. Like, I had to keep going. I had to grind. I had to provide for my family, and I feel like this is the way I could do it.
You mentioned providing for your family. How did you connect weight loss to providing for your family?
I feel like, man, when I did that, I feel like mentally I was just like in this phase where I was like, man, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. My mama's struggling. We ain't got food. We ain't got nothing. We homeless. Like all this, and I was like, what can I do? And I'm like, I'm working out all this stuff every day. I'm like, I can change. I can really do this. Like I can go work out. I can be a fitness trainer. I can do something like that and that sort. And so when I thought that,
so as from your overweight self, you had visions of being a trainer.
Visions, 100% visions. Like,
so, but what was it though? Like, what was it that made you say, listen, I wanna lose 200 pounds? Like, was it honestly health reasons? Was it self-esteem?
It was self-esteem, health reasons, and then, like I told you before, it was this kid, man, and I was working serving tables, and he just like had called me a female. Like I was at my back turn, thought I was a female, had titties, all this, and I was like, oh yeah, I got to change something about myself, real.
So fast.
that moment,
that pain from little man thinking you were a woman, because you had some man boobs.
Yes, indeed.
It set a fire under your ass.
Fire, I'm talking about a fire.
So, all right, what was your diet like initially? When you first started?
Like when I first started, it was just chicken and rice from Chipotle. That's what all I ate. That's dedicated chicken and rice.
Every day from
Chipotle.
Listen, y'all, don't do that. don't just eat chicken and rice from Chipotle.
Yeah,
you need some variety. And the only reason why this worked for you is because you were out of your mind, obsessed.
100%.
And I think that's a missing element for a lot of people. Like I tell people, like if you want to make a significant change to your body, it requires a little bit of obsession.
It does indeed.
It has to, because there's so much ups and downs that you have to be able to muscle your way through. Yeah. So, all right. So let me ask you this: if you can go back, right? Because I'm pretty sure you made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, right. First, let's talk about some of the mistakes you feel like you made during the process.
It's a lot of mistakes, really. Just really not knowing what I was doing. So just going to the gym, just freely doing anything or not whatever. All
right, so when you didn't know what you were doing, what did you do?
Really was just on the treadmill.
A lot of cardio?
Machine, yeah, on the treadmill playing basketball hours, and then I would see a machine and be like, oh yeah, that work on my back, let me do that right quick. See this machine over here, that work on my legs, let me go do that. Like,
yeah, so you were just freestyling. You were probably using the machines wrong.
All type of wrong.
Were you afraid to look stupid? Did it matter to you?
Nah, it really don't matter to me, because that stuff really don't matter to me.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. Yeah, and I remember feeling insecure, like, you know, I didn't want to look stupid because I didn't know. I'll get on the bicep machine and I'll be trying to pull it this way, and I should have been going this. Like, I used to work.
Crunches. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to worry about doing the wrong thing because I didn't know what I was doing. So for a while, that kept me out of the gym. So that's good that you didn't have that problem.
Yeah, yes,
a lot of people do. They have that issue with gym intimidation. Because I remember when I went to the gym, I used to compare myself, right? Like I was in my head a lot, so you didn't deal with that.
Yeah, sometimes 100%. Definitely early on I did. You're right. I'm gonna take that back, because I definitely dealt with that. Because I was seeing people, I was like, man, I want to look like that. Like, he cut up, I gotta look like that. So
yeah, I used to be jealous of those dudes, man.
Bro,
I used to
jealous.
And so sometimes it hit me, like I'm in the gym, I walk past the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm that dude I used to be jealous of. Like, 100%. You feel me? But I think comparison is it's our default. Our minds just do that.
For sure.
But I just think it's bad news. It's not something that I try to talk people. I mean, it's hard. It's something that we don't choose to do it.
Not at all.
But it's not it doesn't help you at all to compare yourself. But
Sure.
you know, I try to, because people ask me like, how do you get past the gym intimidation? My thing is like, yo, these people are not looking at you.
Nah.
They're not noticing you as much as you think they are.
For sure.
You feel me?
For
And
sure.
it's one thing to say that. It's another thing to understand that.
100%.
All right, so you just ate chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Like, what was your workout routine? Like,
I was playing basketball for hours. Just
That's
cardio,
it?
cardio.
Just cardio?
Cardio. Oh, my main thing was cardio.
so were you happy with the results from just the cardio?
100%.
So you didn't care about building muscle?
Not at the time.
Oh,
Not
okay.
at the time. I surely didn't. You know,
Okay.
I just wanted to get all the fat
You just
off
want to
of
get
me.
the weight off?
Yeah, just get the weight off me. And
So if you could go back, would you have weight trained more?
oh yeah, 100%. Because 100%.
And that's what I try to tell people, like,
Yeah.
because that's the easiest thing to do is to go in the gym and do cardio.
Yeah.
And yes, you'll lose body fat, right? But your body's not gonna change shape.
Facts.
It's you're gonna be the same shape, just smaller.
Yep.
So if you really want to, you know, chisel your physique, you have to prioritize weight training.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree with that.
So all right. So how long ago was that?
Like 2.5, 3 years ago.
All right.
I start going at it.
So all right, let me ask you this: do you think maintenance was harder, like maintaining the weight?
Maintaining the weight, yeah, a little bit. Well, nah, not really, because like I said, I'm so mindset. When I'm in a mindset and I feel like I want to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And like when I'm in that mindset, I make sure I get everything done.
So
by any means.
what's your diet like now? Do you still struggle with food at all?
Sometimes I got a sweet tooth, so I
Yeah.
do struggle with that a lot. But other than that, not
So how do
really
you
like that.
handle your cravings?
I really try to just look at it on the phone, be like, "Them look real good," and then I do like, don't need them. So I.
So you don't ever give in?
Sometimes, yeah, I do.
All right. So how does it
100%.
feel when you give in to the craving?
It's
Do you
I
overdo
regret
it?
Nah, sometimes I regret it because I'm like, man, it was good, but I did not need that. I did not need that.
See, my
at all.
issue is I can't just have a little bit of sweets.
Me
I can't just have 1 or 2 cookies.
Right,
I gotta
bro.
have like
The whole
8 of them
cake.
junks, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
I gotta do a line of Oreos. I can't just do
Facts.
one. You feel
Facts.
me? So
Big facts.
that's the issue. Like, and I feel like if you can find balance with stuff like that, right? It doesn't do you any harm, really.
Not
It's
at
just
all.
when you overdo it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
when the issue is.
Yes,
So
sir.
right now, what are you working on currently in the gym? Like what's your goals right now?
My goal is to get the 6-pack. I'm muscle like just weight training now, like trying to get everything
Trying to
right.
get stronger.
Yeah, stronger. 6-pack. My
Yeah.
chest back like it's supposed to be, looking like you, bro. Honestly,
My
to be
man.
100%.
No doubt. So how many
Absolutely.
days a week do you train right now?
Try to be like 4 or 5 times a week.
Okay.
Yes, so.
Damn, man,
5 times.
200 pounds,
Yes,
bro.
200 pounds, man. Got that.
That's a lot of weight,
I
my
appreciate
dude.
it, bro. For real.
That's a lot of weight in the dating world, right?
Yeah.
When it came to women,
Facts.
I mean, hands down, I know your experience is different.
Yeah. A whole lot different.
Yeah. So how did women treat you differently after you lost the weight?
Man, it's crazy because they were just like, oh, in my DMs, oh, you looking so good. It's crazy because back then they didn't even want me. Like, they want
now you slim, they all on
now
you.
they all on me. Like, it's crazy, but
Yo,
yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Man, for real, a whole lot. For
Yo,
real.
that's you. Please share that story, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Every chance you get,
Yes, sir.
you know, I'm pretty sure because you're passionate about this.
Yes, sir. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Educate yourself. You know,
Will do.
get your certifications and all that.
Yes, sir.
And now you have a responsibility to help other people with that.
Yes,
man.
sir. That's
Because
my
you
soul.
think about this, millions of people struggling with this shit.
Yeah.
And they want to do what you've done.
I feel like it's our Call of Duty, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
you got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Like you have to, man. So
Yes, sir.
that's love, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
My man,
Yes, sir.